City of Stockton and on the controversy over the weapon used in yesterday's massacre.
And when we come back, we'll have the latest on the third night of violence in Miami, and we'll have a report on the seeds of that violence, which has been growing in black neighborhoods for years. We'll be right back.
In Miami tonight, there are more reports of gunfire and rock throwing in the two black neighborhoods where riots have broken out over the past 2 days. But police say the incidents are isolated and things are much calmer this evening compared to the previous 2 nights of violence and looting. 250 police, including specially equipped riot squads, are patrolling the streets in Miami neighborhoods known as Overtown and Liberty City. The increased police presence seems to be working. Officials say no one has been hurt in tonight's incidents.
But while Miami is quieter tonight, residents say tension is still high. Monday and Tuesday's riots were touched off when 2 black men were killed by police who were trying to stop them for a traffic violation. Last night, another man was killed. 8 people were injured by bullets in Miami streets. Police say they've arrested 370 people as a result of the riots so far. And as Gary Kauf reports from Miami, residents of the city's black neighborhoods say the violence may not be over yet.
Driving through the Liberty City and Overtown areas of Miami, the poverty and devastation and dilapidation are overwhelming. And it's not just the still smoking buildings burned out by 3 days of riots. It's the street upon street of blocky tenements, boarded up buildings, and shanty-type aluminum frame storage sheds that many people here call home. It's a pretty desperate existence and a long, long way from Super Bowl. Residents here will tell you that tensions between blacks and the powers that be have been rising for months, for years. Unemployment here is 1.5 times what it is in the rest of Miami. The average income here is 1/3 of the rest of Dade County. But community leaders say those problems were not what started these latest riots.
They rioted because another unarmed black male was gunned down in the streets by a Hispanic police officer.
No justice, that's what they think.
And that is at the root of this latest conflict. The people here believe that in the last few years, for whatever reason, Hispanic officers have declared open season on them.
And it seemed like it's always a Spanish cop that always shooting these black guys. I wonder why, you know?
Some say Hispanic officers get nervous dealing with blacks and patrolling black areas. Maybe they should work other parts of town. But until this week, they haven't been able to get the mayor, the chief of police, or the media to listen.
National media, everything is focusing here, and all we can talk about is the icky shuffle. Right now, I don't think a football game nor a basketball game is more important than the lives of human beings and the life of our city.
The city of Miami invested $2 million in 2 years to prepare for the Super Bowl. Obviously, this is not the kind of publicity that city officials had in mind. But some black leaders say it's the best thing that could have happened, because now it'll force the city to deal with the root of the problem.
This riot here is not like the other ones. Now, that's the word. This is not like the other riots. This thing can explode.
Leaders say the only thing that can stop it is major change in the city's police department and swift and severe punishment for the officer responsible for Monday's shooting. In Miami, Gary Kauf for the 10 o'clock news.
A South Bay police raid today ended in the shooting death of a drug suspect. Police looking for contraband served search warrants on 4 East San Jose homes. And one, they say they were confronted by a man with a shotgun. Police report the officer involved shouted a warning and then fired at the armed suspect. Dead is 34-year-old Roosevelt Williams of East San Jose. The officer involved was Jerry Smith, an 8-year veteran of the force. Police are not saying if any drugs were found in that home.
Police today arrested and charged a 20-year-old man with the killing of a San Francisco Muni bus driver. He was stabbed to death a month ago. And police say that with the arrest, they've concluded that the killing was not a random one, as first believed. Rita Williams reports.
A month ago, the lone passenger on a bus in San Francisco savagely stabbed and killed the driver of that Muni bus, Donald Mills, 51.